What's up, gang? What's going on? Shout out to everybody in the chat with their notification gang on. And boy, do I got some breaking news, gang. Oh man, I got good breaking news that I got solid proof that Rosemont, whatever these people got going on with the hotel, Rosemont is involved from the start. And I'ma stamp that it's no way. Y'all, I really don't even got to narrate this. It's exposed itself. Right? Check this out. Before I play the video, right? Before I play the video, we gonna recap. We already heard when Irene said Rosemont told us not to say nothing. We seen Monifa text and said, I can't even help Kenneka even if I want to because of Rosemont. Right? And we already know Kilo Brown said Rosemont showed up at Crown Plaza. Right? At Crown Plaza. Y'all remember Tay Zunday video? Now some of y'all remember that. It's a lot of people ain't seen it though. But unfortunately, I was able to save it. Right? And what the witness told her. And one thing that stood out in that letter she wrote to Tay Zunday, that lady gave a timestamp. Right? I'ma cut this off. I'ma cut this on. Right here, gang. I'ma show this to y'all one time. Right? Now keep this in mind. What we finna do is focus. At what time? 1:30. That's all we care about. What did Detective Rose say? at 1:30. Now, I'm quite sure that he didn't want this to be public because they released this in the beginning and later it went away. Unfortunately, I screenshot it and saved it. So it won't be no disappearing there. Be like, I don't recall that statement where I read it. You know what I'm talking about? And I got it in they black and white. So look what it say. Kenneka met with two friends on the 9th floor and then re-entered the room in the hallway alone. And I'm going to stop it right there. That's all I care about, for y'all to see that what Detective Rose said at 1:30 and what was Kenneka Jenkins at in the hallway. Remember the noise complaint. 12 something. We know Kenneka arrived at 12 something. So check this out. I got to show you Tay Sunday video. Right? Which one it is? Is it this? Nah, it's this one. Now look, I'ma play the video right quick. Hold on, where I'm at. Okay. I'm finna play this video right quick. Now y'all see that. This Tay Sunday video. Watch how this finna expose Sergeant Rose at 1:30. If this ain't breaking news and break this case wide the fuck open. If nobody don't want to open this motherfucking case, man, look, we just got some devilish motherfuckers. So look, y'all, I'm gonna keep playing it and pausing it because I was talking through the video, you know what I'm talking about, but I'm gonna just play the video. Remember what Detective Rose was saying what was going on at 1:30 in the hallway.
Dug so deeply into the Kenneka Jenkins case. So I will now read the email in case you cannot. Dear Miss Day, I have been following this case since the start. We are one of the families seen on the video. We did not have any clue that we were on the surveillance nor told. This is why, and our part in this. We are at the Crown Plaza, Chicago's September 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th, checking out September 9th at 11 a.m.
All right, now everybody listen closely. Now watch this. You got to pay attention to this shit. Cause this finna expose the whole Rosemont Police Department. It finna expose the party that was going on, and Nick can expose a pool party. A fucking pool party. Check this out, gang.
We were supposed to stay September 5th, but we missed our flight. However, the hotel still charged us for the room as we were too late to cancel. So this is why you see that charge on the bill. We were ticked off by that. We had gone to the cafeteria. I realized I left my jacket in there. I went back downstairs to see if it was open. It was not. So I went to the front desk to let them know about my coat.
All right, this is on the 8th. You know what I'm talking about? Cause she breaking it down. She finna break it down from the 8th. What was going on the 8th, all the way up to later on that night, right? To all the way up that night. And remember what Sergeant Rose said at 1:30.
I left and get more room keys. There were a lot of kids hanging around. They looked thug-like. They looked rough, and they did not make me feel comfortable. I went to the front desk to inquire about my jacket and noticed staff had changed their shift. There was security in the lobby in a few areas, as well as
Staff changed the shift. The staff changed shift. Remember that.
some businessmen, but did not think much about areas, as well as some businessmen, but did not think much about it, but saw some rough young adults in the lobby as we walked to the elevator, some behind us. As my family and I got into the elevator, the kids stopped and did not continue towards the elevator but walked back towards the lobby. I was glad, as they made me feel nervous. We wanted to go swimming, however, when we arrived, the door was locked. When I was at the door, I could see kids, businessmen, all in street clothes.
All right, check this out. Pay close attention to the timeline. You got businessmen in the pool with thugged out kids, right? And this way before Kenneka came up missing, right? So the pool was even closed on the 8th. So that means the pool was closed on the 8th, or it was renovated to a private party and was closed to the public. Don't that make sense? Would that make sense, right? So watch this. Check this out. Did you close in this? No.
We were disappointed. The young, rough looking. My kids were disappointed, so I went to the front desk to ask why it's closed, yet people in there. They told me they were having a private party.
All right. It's confirmed. The front desk told them it was a private party. Okay. Remember Scray drop on the footage and he went to the fullest thing and said it wasn't no pool. And we finna find out why.
Ordered room service, watched a movie, and settled for the night. We went about our day, leaving the hotel September 7th to do tours and shopping, enjoying our day. When I entered the room, my coat was hanging in a bag on the hook. Also left was a nice fruit basket and chocolates, with an apology the pool being closed. We thought that nice. September 8th, as we entered the lobby, one of the...
All right. We on the 8th. Check this out. We already check this out. So that basically telling us on the 7th is when they booked the credit card fraud with the room. We see the girl with the trans booking the room. Okay. The next time we actually see somebody that we know on the footage go to the room exactly at 12 something. After when Kenneka get there. But she basically just told everybody that these people was there on the 7th and on the 8th. With businessmen. Check this out. They were with businessmen and they was in the pool area, right? So watch this game.
Staff came to me and said that the kitchen was closed, but were told that they would have light snacks in the cafeteria area between 3 and 5 p.m. When we went there, all they had was pizza, cold drinks, water, coffee in a thermos. Others who stayed at the hotel were there too. We talked and they were not happy about the service. Late that night, the toilet would not flush and now constantly running. And
now, all right. Now she said this from the 8th later that night, right? Later that night, right? Later that night, she said the toilet ain't running, so it got to be some kind of water malfunction in the pipes for it to be you got to call about it. So this got to be round about 12 or 1. Right? Remember the noise complaint. Remember what happened to Kenneka in the lobby. right? So when this lady started telling, okay, later on that night, think about what happened to Kenneka in the lobby at the same time while she talking.
Disturbing our sleep. I called the front desk a few times with no answer. I got very upset as they were not answering to go downstairs. It was late, around 1 a.m.
All right, around 1 a.m. Around 1 a.m. Right? Y'all see that? Okay. Now this word is finna get very interesting. It's finna get real interesting. Cause now Sergeant Rose got a lot of explaining to do what that footage showed. Not only what that footage showed, but what was really going on that night. So now we got a timeline. And we finna use it to our advantage. Check this out, y'all. They said 1 a.m.
I saw was police standing around. When I went down, all I saw was police standing around.
I wanna know why. Y'all see that? This lady said they see the police there at one something. At one something. At one something. And you got Sergeant Rowe making a statement like this, Hurl, talking about Kenneka in the hallway. Look at this shit, gang.
My immediate reaction was something happened. As I began to walk towards the front desk, a police officer stopped me. He asked me what I wanted. I thought this odd to ask and told him how I needed maintenance to come to my room due to the running toilet. He laughed and said, "Just put a pillow over your head." As I started to walk forward, he placed his arms on my chest and said, "Stop right there." I said, "Why are you placing your hands on me?" He said, "Sorry, I cannot let you go further." I said, "Why? What's going on?" He said, "Nothing at all. Just return to your room. That is what I am telling you to do, and forget what's going on here." I felt something was going on the right to know. I went back upstairs furious. My wife asked me, as I was now so irritated, making noise to wake her. I told her. Then she got very angry. She dialed the front desk. A lady answered, and I could hear my wife speaking to her. "Why are you not allowing my husband to go to the front desk? We need maintenance." She apologized and said no one can come to the lobby at this moment.
So you mean to tell me all this was going around there one some? This just confirmed to me that these people with the police. It's like these, whatever the police got going on, they with this shit. You see what I'm saying? What a coincidence that Sergeant Rose would be talking like this in the statement, talking about one something, and this lady basically saying the police were there. Oh, I got all that. I'm finna show y'all who was on the phone at the front desk. Guess who was there? Guess who was on the phone at the front desk? The translator with the pink shirt. You see what I'm saying? Check it out. Watch this. I'm finna show all this shit. Look, keep this in mind, right? I'm finna look right here. She on the phone. You see what I'm talking about? That's the only female that was on their goddamn phone. No wonder why she was, no wonder why she had access to the phone the way she had it. Right? Okay. So that means the whole time, that means the whole time the police was already there. Still in between the hours of 12. Cause check this out. That's when Friends K will be going upstairs for the noise complaint. See what I'm saying? All right, look. What time they say, Jack? And y'all want to know why she on the phone? How long she? What this?
Answer, and I could hear something. My wife asked, "Is something going on at the hotel?" Maintenance. She dialed the front desk. A lady answered, and I could hear my wife speaking to her. "Why are you not allowing my husband to go to the front desk? We need maintenance." She apologized and said no one can come to the lobby at this moment. My wife asked, "Is something going on at the hotel?" I could hear no and her continuing to talk to my wife, but not hear the conversation. My wife got off naturally. I was anxious to hear what she told my wife. My wife said they were making a film downstairs and sorry that we were being inconvenienced.
Man, y'all see that? So look, check this out, right? So look, no wonder why the video showed all them edits and time skips and all this, and no wonder why Crown Plaza was comfortable with the edits and released that job. Cause they had to cover their own ass. God damn it, look.
That if we could be patient until morning, they could have a manager call us. I found it very odd that we were never told they would be filming in the hotel. I could not sleep. I had
So that means you got to think about what Bill Murray got his ideas from for all his old movies and shit. You know the movies he just recently, Murders in the Buildings and all these. You see what I'm saying? Man, y'all share this right now. Man, look. If you don't share this shit, you can't be human. Check this out.
to see for myself. When I got to the elevator, it would not allow me to go to lower lobby, only the floor above. I got off and walked downstairs to see the lobby. I didn't see any big film productions, mostly cell phones out, but many kids in the lobby hanging around, walking around, older folks with luggage just hanging around. As I began to walk towards the front desk, a security guard ran towards me and told me to go back to my room. I asked if there was a problem. He said, "It's okay. Please go now."
Now, y'all remember when French K started running, right? And won something to the elevators, right? So all this making perfect sense to me now. You know what I'm talking about. Shout out to everybody in the chat too, gang.
Now, I asked if those kids were causing a problem. He said, "No, it's okay. We just don't want to have any others in the area." I couldn't do much.
I see why would they won't have people in the area. Cause look what's going on. Look what's going on. They just showing me the police got caught. This what this showing me the police got caught, Jack. With the gang. No wonder why all they statement was coerced the way it was. Cause look, cause I can show y'all another paperwork. Let me show you this paperwork right here. Once you go to this paperwork, and guess who this is? Mariah's statement. And look what time this say. 140 to 145. She said, she stated she got round to the hotel right around about the time it's going down. Look, 1 to 145, she stated that she went up to the room and there were about 15, 20 people in the room and everyone was chilling, drinking, and smoking weed. And this where the lie come in that Kenneka was in the room partying and enjoying herself. But in reality, it wasn't like that. So we know what was going on in Irene Live at 136. So that means the police were waiting on them to bring Kenneka out. That don't even. So wait a minute. I just know that just didn't come out my mouth. If the police were there, that means the police were waiting on to Kenneka to come out. So you got Mariah, right? And watch this. Watch how the time finna stick out to y'all now. Is she in the lobby at 140 while Kenneka coming out the room. And then look, she left right when it's time to go to the pool area. So she's still in the hallway. Is she in the hallway when Kenneka first coming out and Pie y'all, watch this game.
About it, but go back upstairs. I told my wife, and she said she was not happy with the service and wanted to check out. I agreed, as we were here for holiday, and did this hotel was just not for us. The next day, September.
Y'all see that on the footage? Y'all see Straight Drop on the footage and what time they say? Then, hold on. Ooh, wait, y'all see that? Look, the front going on.
I found that a stranger. I chatted up with a guy who I'd seen in the cafeteria to say hello, who asked me, "Do you find something odd about this hotel?" I found that a strange question to answer. We did not like it due to lack of service and rudeness by staff, the pool closing, disappointing our kids. His reply was there was something more going on here. I seen cops. He mentioned, "Well, You do know that they have an organ place next door. Them cases I seen some folks look like carriers. Maybe they're snatching organs there," and he laughed out loud. I was stunned and just stared and said nothing more to him. Felt more uncomfortable and just wanted to check out and get it done and get the hell out of there. When we checked out, they gave us a coupon to stay one night free.
All right, she said she checked out a few hours after that, right? After 1 o'clock. They checked out a few hours after 1 o'clock. Now let's pay close attention to what she basically saying. Cause keep this in mind. She's still giving you a timeline going on to 1 all the way to about 2 to 3 o'clock. You see what I'm talking about? So listen closely.
Free at the Holiday Inn. We then went to another hotel and enjoyed the rest of our holiday. I wrote a review about my complaint on their website, but they never approved it. A few months later, my son said, "I saw your family on a video on your holiday about the death of the girl where you stayed." My son asked what he was talking about, and his friend said, "It is a big case going on at the hotel you all stayed at that got him into, as they say, it was a murder, to watch YouTube videos and go to their website and their whole file on it. So we began to review things." I got the link that he was talking about and told me about it, and we watched and saw our family in the police video. Him and us in the video. I watched but did not understand what was going on. I showed my wife, now freaking out. We both panicked and began to look at each other.
And man, y'all, look, check this out, y'all. We just seen Bree just popped up at the bottom of the screen. At what time? Man, these people working with the police on some kind of, I want to say, organ harvesting now. No wonder why wasn't no charges were being committed.
Other information about this. In the video, I recognized many. The security guard, the blonde lady, a few businessmen I had seen, and some of those thug-looking kids. When I viewed the drunk girl in the hallway, my heart sank. When I viewed the kitchen she walked through, I ran into the bathroom and threw up. I was very confused. We heard nothing about this while staying there. Why are all we in the surveillance when we had already left the hotel? All I kept doing was relaying back what I saw in my head. My wife, son, and myself had many sleepless nights, writing what we could recall down, going over video surveillance to try to figure out those key memories. Although I did not want to get my kids involved, they often walked around the hotel, went to the pool, restaurant to watch the videos to see if they'd seen anything, people, etc. In viewing, we found two portions of our family in the surveillance walking the halls. My wife then noticed the date on the video was not the date we stayed there of us being seen. In the surveillance, the date said the 9th. We had checked out already. We looked at each other and said, WTF, how is that possible? We combed through many YouTube videos. Oddly, some were saying how they were edited, timestamps included. But why? My wife was scared we were now on video. Would the police call us? We did not know what to do. Naturally, I called the hotel to speak to the manager. The Rosemount police, I left numerous voicemail messages with them. No call returned to this date. In the meantime, I continued sleepless nights combing through these files that were police reports, watching more video surveillance hours on end to see if more footage of my family was on it. I only saw the 2 clips so far of all of us, but recognized some of those people in the lobby and front desk. I recognized the blonde lady in the surveillance, the security guard, but the people at the front desk I'd never seen before except September 8th, and were not the same when we went in on September 6th nor checked out. We could only think perhaps they changed shift. This was very stressful for all of us. No one is responding to any of our emails or calls. In speaking to a lawyer, they said as long as our faces are blurred, it does.
Y'all been too.
They were deep. What, but heck, I can tell. But showing this to friends, they could tell it was us. The lawyer said we have no legal grounds to do anything. We are thankful that nothing occurred to us so far to date, personally from us being in the surveillance, but every day we wonder if we are going to get a call or email asking us about it, as we really do not know how many people have watched their videos. I cannot understand why the time and dates are wrong. This perturbs us, as we are not all crazy to know that we were not there on September 9th. We had left, and at a hotel far away. They state that this girl died by entering the freezer drunk and froze to death by an accident closing the case. But I have to question, how did we get in that surveillance on the date she wandered the halls and people looking for her when we had...
Now check this out. This what I peeked out. While they was going on, while they were going back and talking to the front desk and trying to about the noise complaint. That's when Kenneka was on the move, right? While the police would have control of who gets to be on the camera, right? Cause they ain't want nobody to be, you know what I'm talking about, in the same. So check this out. So that means when Kenneka was in the hallway, you know what I'm talking about. Hold on. I'ma let her tell it.
had left the hotel. My son saw your PSA in a Facebook group, as he has now been following the case since we stayed. It said that you were seeking information, so I am reaching out to you if you can help us with answers or anyone to help pertaining to the dates of the surveillance, as no one at the hotel, police, even to our attorney are getting answer. If not, it's understandable, but thought to share our experience in this with you and for others to hear our story. Attached our hotel's receipts to know that we were there. I cannot show who we are, as my family is too scared. However, I'm willing to talk to you on the phone, so you know I speak the truth. If you can help us in any way to figure this out, we would greatly appreciate it. Sincerely.
You ain't them.
I want you to know that I did call this person. I did ask many questions about the hotel. He informed me that there is discrepancies from the video surveillance to the actual way the hotel halls work. And asking him what he meant, he informed me that when Kenneka is walking out of the elevator, there is a wall behind her, when there is not, but a way to go around, describing it like a square walk around.
Y'all see that it's still a big circle. Once you get off on the elevator, look at many routes that you can take in this circle. You see what I'm talking about? That's why she said by the elevator, it ain't no wall right there. So boom, we know, goddamn it, it's a tower right here. So it got to be something right up in this area. You see what I'm talking about? All right, this the important part, y'all. Look, I'm gonna show y'all why Mike Larry broke that shit down. Baby,
The area where they show the entrance doors to the kitchen did not have any signs on it to indicate it was a kitchen, but you could walk around it in a square in that location as well, mostly leading back to the lobby.
talking about the upper kitchen, right? Talking about the upper kitchen.
There are stairs near the lobby that lead to the lower level, where there are conference rooms and the pool gym. You can also get to it by elevator by pushing LL. They did not see, when walking this area, any kitchen areas. This is also where the guests can use the internet. When in the service elevator, you cannot open that door without a key. There are cameras throughout the
The service elevators, you got to have a key to open them, John. And that's probably why we ain't never seen that motherfucker open up on the footage at all. Or that check this out. Remember that elevator's a double door. So that means that door necessarily ain't got to open. Cause you could just use that John and just go out the back door. You don't need the front door opening at the same time.
hotel, pool, and floors at the elevators. They use valet service where
Y'all heard when she said they got cameras at the pools and elevators?
they go and get your car. He saw no video surveillance on this but wanted to let me know. He also did not see on video surveillance vending machines that you can obtain snacks from near the cafeteria.
Remember what Kilo Brown said about ducks and cuts in the vending machines.
Area, nor ice machines that are on each floor. He never saw cleaning people in the lobby, but they did show it on video surveillance. They would have cleaning people carts in the hall. They stayed, and he would see staff doing rooms on their floor. The manager was not the same man they spoke to in regards to the complaint. The thugs he sees in the video somewhere in the lobby, and having him point them out while I went to the surveillance myself, it was the clip of the guy Zach interviewed in the white, as well as the blonde lady who he had seen when going down to the lobby that night.
Oh, my bad, y'all had my mic off. So look, watch this. Y'all see this? It still go back to 1 o'clock, right? Watch what this lady finna point out at 1 o'clock. This got to be 100% true and accurate. Because Sergeant Rose stated that he knows something at 1:30. We know Something happened to her at 1:30 and at 2:30 and at 3:30. Remember, and Irene said Kenneka came up missing. Roughly, it's 3 hours later. Go back to 1 o'clock. So watch this.
She is talking to someone at the desk. He recognized the security guard at the same clip. He was exiting the office and passed by him when the cop was telling him to go back up to his room.
So this means the police is right up under this camera in that side where the ramp is. If all this accurate, that means no wonder why they no wonder why they were running in and out. Y'all go this way, y'all go that way. See what I'm saying? Look.
He also wanted to clarify in my email that he wrote to me that when he says the 8th and then he went down the stairs to see what was going on, it was actually really 1 a.m. in the morning, and that would have meant it was the 9th, although they checked out on the 9th a few hours later. He just wanted to clarify that. I asked,
man, y'all see this? That's why, look, when you think about this, think about what French K said in the letter too. Think about what he said. The manager instructed me to go up. He said the manager now went upstairs to go get everybody out the room. Oh man, this shit is getting outrageous to me.
asked him if he had any photos, and he did take some of the kids swimming and in the such photos. Asking him to send them to me, this could jeopardize their safety as well as mine to see such photos. Other than that, he just took photos of when they were sightseeing. In this next segment I'm about to show you are various video pieces of surveillance that he was able to show me and point out the various people that he had seen in the lobby, along with some details in regards to the hotel to clarify.
Now that timeline say this. Now that's Mariah that's Mariah, right? So now we got to go to her statement. So now look, she said she stated she left between 2:45 and 3 o'clock. 2:45 and 3 o'clock. Right? It was about 15, 20 people in the room. So look, wow. They screwed this up real bad. We could see the screw up now. Now y'all see they did a poor job of doing that. Ain't no look. I didn't even know it was gonna be this simple.
What he felt was accurate in the video surveillance to what the reality was to the actual hotel.
So look, she's saying, look, y'all, she's saying now this at 1. Now this at 1 o'clock. It make perfect sense. Here's the blonde lady right here. That's when they were telling them you can't walk down here. We filming the movie. They'll be right around the same time. Y'all remember this? If this say a golly, Yally. Said this is round one something. No wonder. So that explain the water bottle and everything. You see that? That explain the water bottle. That explain why everybody that girl right here. And we seen her go to the pool area. So would be Ashley at one something when she getting off on the elevators? Cause it gotta be now. It gotta be. That's why Monifa was touching the door with her sleeve. You know what I'm talking about? So this gave it up. This right here gave everything up. And she's saying these ain't the uniforms they normally wear. All right. She basically telling y'all about the security guard. Him. That's the one. That's the one who they were talking to. So look, she said, he said, this wasn't the man we saw behind the front desk, not at the time that they stayed. Y'all see that? Remember in the beginning, she said the shift changed, right? And he said they saw this man possibly during filming. Round one something. Round one something. No wonder, look, check this out. No wonder why they had to admit that staff was with Kenneka in the kitchen. No wonder why they had to admit that. And then look at what this said. These kids were standing together in front of him, talking about the red jacket, when he was talking to the police. So the red jacket was talking to the police while the kids were there, right? That's when he saw someone say for them to leave now. Remember what Miss Teresa said the police were gonna kick him out the hotel? They said they were gonna call the police and kick him out the hotel. The police was already there. So boom, now we got Irene. Uh-oh. Irene. Y'all see that? We got and she said these the thugged out kids they saw in the pool area with these people. Said that's when they all stopped it and recalled seeing the thugged out looking kids in the pool area. The police was talking to the thugged out kids and told their ass to go out into the parking lot. That's why we don't got footage of the parking lot in the front, but it's a camera right there. The police told them to go over there. Listen, y'all. Now look, check this out. Look who in the lobby at one something. There go yo, look. Look who in the lobby at one something. This is not the correct time. It should have been the 8th, round 1 p.m. He said, I stood up when I went outside. This when the cops was telling them to stop a little bit behind this area. The correct time will be at 1 a.m. See what I'm talking about? Hi, y'all. Appreciate the super chat. So look, you got the red hoodie. Remember what Monifa said about the dude in the red? You know what I'm talking about? He recalled this guy as well standing in front of him while talking to the police. He did not see his face, but he remembered that shirt. So you got witnesses seeing these people talk to the police. So if it was the police there, now you got to think about that other YouTube channel when they were talking about Travis, the police. You know what I'm talking about? He said this again was not at the time, but a few minutes later after the kids left. So y'all see that? Now you can understand how they chopped the footage up. While everybody was all together leaving out and shit, that group, they just sliced that footage up, made it duplicated, and showed each group coming out one at a time. Instead of all together like how it's supposed to be. That's why he told them where to go and he pointed towards the pool. He said, this is not the manager who we always seen except for that night. So he's saying he seen Friends K talk to the police. That's why Friends K, that's why Friends K said what he said about the police in the letter. See that? He said these is the conference area. They never went through these doors to know what was there. And look, it sure don't say nothing about no kitchen. It got an exit though. You see what I'm saying? She is right. This motherfucker don't say nothing about no kitchen. This motherfucker got an exit. And this the break room. She said this where they was coming at to get their pieces. In the break room. That's why when you see Risco come in the break room and got him a plate, and I'm like, how he get a plate and it's food already there? I know he ain't eating over no leftover that been supposed to be sitting out all night. Then they say you can come up these stairs here and go to the lobby.
The messenger.
So boom. So that means, now check this out. That's when they all just leaving. Imagine all this shit going on at the same time. So look, that means after that shit happened, whatever happened at 1 o'clock got her straight to the pool area, right? No, I'm talking about, god damn. No wonder why they were comfortable walking around the hotel the way they would. No wonder why everybody was going to the front desk, picking up parking tickets and probably validate parking ticket. You see what I'm saying? Look. Ooh wee. That's why them YouTubers mad at me. Cause the Royal Order Justice, y'all. Look. This shit for real, Jack. Just like I said, when the straight drop lady told her it's a thing they call the Royal Order of Jesters. And this what they do. They throw parties and events like this.
Yo, I'm done with this shit. I don't know, man. Y'all figure some shit out. I ain't trying to get us. Y'all know what come with this shit. I ain't with none of that shit. I'm on a whole different type of time. Um, just man, definitely. Matter of fact, this one I'm finna do, man. Fuck it, right now. Hold on, don't go nowhere. Watch this. Before I leave, hold on. Let me see. See right now. Invite him. I'm inviting somebody right now. Yo, my man, John.
Zach, my man.
Look at me. Look at me.
Man, so that mean they played Zach from the start. They played Zach from the start. Know what I'm talking about? They played that man from the start. That's why Zach said he was getting pulled over by police and shit, talking about welcome to the neighborhood. You see what I'm saying? This just proved to me Rosemont is connected to Irene now on some whatever type of stuff they own. Cause I'm starting to look at organ harvesting now. And then they did it in Bill Mary Caddyshack. And I know how Bill Mary feel about Rosemont. Them his best to bud. So boom. So the whole purpose was to show Kenneka on Irene Live and TY Live just to show that the girl was at a party enjoying herself. Cause you got to show her there if that's what she told her mama. And it'll be mighty strange if she at that party and next thing you know, if Kenneka ain't social active on her page. Everybody else is. You know what I'm talking about? So all this coming back together when you look at it. No wonder why you barely see guesses and shit on the footage. That's probably why everybody was. That's probably why they did what they did. That's probably why they did what they did. They probably like, man, we might well get us some too. Shit, the police helping us. You know what I'm saying? They finna, you know what I'm saying? They finna, you see what I'm saying? And then when I go back to all these reports, look at all these reports I got that's matching up and incriminating all this shit. And you ain't got to do nothing but just go straight to the time what Rose was talking about. And look how it sound now. Rose didn't want us to know that Mariah was in the hallway too at one song. At the same time, when P's getting off on the elevator, right? So they had to come up with the story saying Kenneka was in the room enjoying herself, you know what I'm saying, and drinking and getting drunk. So that's the story they had to come up with. She was drinking at the bar and stuff like this, girl. You know what I'm talking about? So that's why they kept saying someone kept knocking on the hotel door. It was the security about the noise complaint. No wonder why they wanted them to calm down. They were like, man, look, y'all bucking it. Y'all too loud, man. Y'all gonna get the police called and y'all ass called. You see what I'm saying? So that's why they worked Franz K that hard last night. That's why he was the one that was doing all the running that night. So boom. Look, check this out. Now you finna start seeing the consistency now. You got Blank saying he arrived at 1 o'clock. Let's see what he happened when he said when he arrived at 1 o'clock. He said he advised he was drinking well before the party at Crown Plaza. He was drinking Hennessy and smoking weed, and they drove in a tan color van. He parked in the side parking lot on the southwest parking lot of the hotel. He said he knew Kenneka Jenkins in the area through his baby mama, Blank, who had been friends with Kenneka, Dean, Charlotte, and you know what I'm talking about? They have a child together, right? So look, when I show you this, when you go to her, watch this what this finna say. All you got to do is read this and listen what this say. Right? Dion Hardeman, let me see where I want to start out where they talk her go down here. We gonna start from right here. Rico Johnson is blood brother to Tay Ziggy, aka Xavier Johnson. Real Smacks is Isaiah Love. Sticks, aka Jonathan Johnson. Woods, aka Maurice Dean. Baby mama, Charlotte Anderson. Dude and already on the elevator is Rich Porter. Baby mama, Scarlett Jackson. Irene's sister, Anisha Cox's cousin. Y'all see this? So boom. Then once you read this, now look how all this making sense. He said he remembered Jenkins was sitting near on the bed, was talking with her friend, and nothing suspicious was taking place, and no cause for concern. So that let y'all know the police had to coach them into, you know what I'm talking about. It was about 20, 30 people that was in the room. They talking about it wasn't no argument and no unwanted subjects. So they came up with a whole bunch of shit. Yeah, we was shooting dice outdoors and you know what I'm talking about, trying to make it all. They try to make it look like it was a regular party. That motherfucker wasn't even no party. Then here go Friends K statements. Then when you go to her, look what this say. Between the hours of 2 to 2:30, he get a noise complaint. Keep this in mind. Now we know they ain't getting no noise complaint at 2 something. Cause if you look at this, we gonna go back to 1 to 1:30. Right? And that's why you got Killer in the hallway when he bumped out. And then look, hold on. And y'all remember the dude said, oh man, somebody called the popo. Y'all remember that shit? Damn. That's why they were letting him smoke weed, drink, underage going on. Y'all remember in the statement? The old people called the police. So they just confirmed that the police was there. Look how much, look what they just proved. So that means security was coming up in there. They knew the police was up there too. They seen the police that they working with. They know where the police was. You can clearly see on the other side of this window. What they using this junk for? Now I'm thinking about Bill Mary Caddyshack. Cause you got so much evidence of pillows. And then look how it was carefully cleaned. Look how they carefully cleaned Kenneka up. No wonder why they had to do the shit they did. I done got mad in the motherfucker now. Cause why on the footage, you can't see through this glass right here, but you can see it, you know what I'm talking about? Pillows do not belong in the kitchen. I know that much. So that's why they got everybody leaving around 3 o'clock. So that means everybody showed up for Kenneka to get there at 12 something. Something happened to her in the lobby at 12 something for her to be snatched at 12 something. Then they went to the room, right, to calm Kenneka down. They had to tell her what it was. So boom. So right after when they got the girl to the room, they already drugged her and they escorting that girl. It's like the gang members like, well shit, we finna have sex first and then give her to y'all. That's probably why they ain't want to release all those the kits. You know what I'm saying? The DNA and all this, right? So boom. That's why the freezer had to come into question to preserve the body. Because I remember everything what Casualty said. I remember everything what Casualty said. Look, it makes so much sense to me now when when Casualty, right, with Little Meat, it make perfect sense that Little Meat Casualty get the call. That's why. Oh man! Hold up! Golly! That's why I got that picture of the police. Hold on, what that John at? I'm finna look. Then the walkie-talkies finna give it away. I got to bring up the walkie-talkies and stuff. Is this it? Let me see. So look at all this shit. So this would be on the night then if Mitch Reese didn't. Y'all see that? So that be. Oh man! But this ain't the one I want. I need to go back to the one I need. So when you go back to this original footage and watch it, so boom. No wonder why the shift, just like she said, the shift changed. So the police were there the whole time while this shit was going on. So the whole time the police were here watching these cameras. The whole fucking time. The whole time. Man, that's a dirty game. That's why King Rob always threatened the police. Y'all remember King Rob always threatening the police and that I see it now. He was calling them folks, threatening them folks, you know what I'm talking about? What you say? You know what, Trey? One of your viewers once said this happened to Kenneka Jenkins to open our eyes, Jack, and now I believe it. Hold on, y'all. Chosen King.
What's good, everybody? I know this is a early live, and ain't too many people gonna be up, but you can watch it when you wake up. All right. So what I want to do is show more proof that there was a reenactment at that hotel, and I also want to tell y'all, don't give up in something you believe in. Okay. No matter how much the world tell you or is against you, and tells you that what God has told you is not true. Continue to push forward, never give up on your dreams, all right? But I want to give special recognition to Unc Fed, man. Somebody who stayed in that own lane, who took a lot of YouTube bashing and slashing, stayed in his own lane, though, you feel what I'm saying, and continued to research. Shout out to that guy. But what I want to do is take it back to the old shows when I used to be up. I ain't been up this late in a long time, y'all. It's been a long time since I've been up this late. But this is what I want to show. And before I show his, I want to show mine. Under federal law, allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use, okay? Now, let me go on over to Unc Fed 2. Make sure y'all go check out that Unc Fed 2, man.
Oh no, man, I'm gonna try to keep my nose clean. But allegedly, these people are getting rid of the form. I don't know. You tell me. It's some Tyrone and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's some Asia shit. You know what I'm talking about? Who is these people, man?
Now notice, these people have the same gear on. Everybody in here has the same gear on that they had on with the reenactment. Same gear. Now I've been telling y'all the whole entire time. They had these people, pulled them to the side, told them what their role was going to be in the videos. They edited the videos. All that. Watch.
Man, what are they doing?
This is backstage. Yeah, we got you, Mr. Cockeye. We got you. And you know this is the night of the reenactment, y'all. Because they got the same clothes on. They in here, these directors in here telling them we want you to do this and do that and do this. Do you feel me? Time heals, time reveals.
Get in the comments, let me know. Boom! I'm granddad. I'm gonna get it.
Shout out to Unc Fed.
Hey, yo, dude. You look very, very familiar.
Oh yeah, we're gonna find out who he is.
And keep this in mind, we already know this nigga is an informer. We know he linked to the police. I just want to show y'all this. They in the interrogation room somewhere. They gotta be talking to the laws. You see what I'm saying? So what this basically sounds like to me, that if Irene and Little Meat work at that hotel, and if the owner, if in the organ harvesting, word got back to them two, never know how loyal employee they could have been to them. And they could have put a bug in their ear, be like, you want to make some extra money? I'll put some real paper in your pocket if you get us a body. So next thing you know, they plotted up on Kenneka, cause shit. If you really looking at it, think about They get the girl there. I went on
with the vehicle, Kenneka.
right here. Here go all the missing reports, right? I mean, not the missing report. Look, check this out. They knew that they contacted somebody in the family at 1:30. Leonora said she did not contact Kenneka, right? But in the paperwork saying that Leonora said that she last talked, she would last text about her. Now I'm like, they trying to make it seem like Leonora talked to her at 1:30. Right? Cause look what this show at 1:30. You see that? They're just showing you the girl was in danger then. It was popping off at between one something. So they covering up the real time at one something and came up with two something. Cause if you started out with two something, nobody ain't gonna want to think about what was going on at 12 between one when everything was already over with. So you might as well start with two something and show her on the footage. Cause that's when everybody gonna be leaving. And then nobody don't know why they leaving, because everybody, why they leaving? And nobody ain't even searching for her, you know what I'm saying? And none of this shit. So all this would make sense when, look how they try to fabricate the story. They started from 1:30 talking about, yeah, you got a text Leonora from Kenneka that she would let, and then Leonora stated that at approximately 4 hours, three of her friends, including Monifa, Harry, went to Kenneka Visit. Now they got Monifa. So it's like, so check this out. Monifa. This shit bigger than Monifa, right? Cause Monifa ain't the mastermind in this shit. But they trying to say they made it to their house around about 4 o'clock.
Jenkins drove to the party.
Monifa Shelton stated they arrived at the hotel room between what? 12 and 1:30. Look why they got to say they had to arrive between 12 and 1:30. Meaning, look what happened to her in the lobby at 12 something, and then look what happened at 1 something. Pie y'all. You see what I'm saying? That would explain why when Kenneka first got there and seen the mood, like, man, I'm ready to go. They didn't want this shit to be, you know what I'm talking about. Here go the reports of the search warrant they had. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me get out of there. So that's why that lady. Oh man. Man. Cause I got to show it to y'all right here at 12 some. Y'all see they even going to the caddy shack. Same bald head dude that came in with them. You see what I'm talking about? That same bald head dude that came in with P's now, TY now. See? Him. Could be a police, man. That could be the police. And look what time this going. One something. See what I'm talking about? Look at this shit. God damn. This just, man, I don't even. So let's watch Kenneka, right? Damn, what that part of the Kenneka now? I hear they go right here. Alright, that's them right there at 12:13. So boom. They can't even come up with nothing about why the girl got snatched. Cause this why this camera cuts off. You see what I'm talking about? Man, check this out. Make a long story short, all they did was the police had something going on that night, and the gang got in on it. And it fortunately called Kenneka Jenkins her life. As I watch this footage right now, there's no doubt in my mind that the police were actually here and they somewhere watching the camera as this goes on, and you got another team directing the traffic flow. Cause now I understand Little Meat casualty call. He's supposed to be Shemaiah's cousin. No wonder why Shemaiah was all on Little Meat Instagram. I thought they like each other, but they could be related. Right? So that explains everything what Little Meat said about their organ harvest.
I'm trying to save $2, and Senator
Fact Check TV.
And this is the kitchen, right? Well, I got my phone on because anybody. Why we? Oh, I didn't know I wasn't supposed to be down here.
I mean, you can.
Okay, isn't that the lower level though? Yeah. Like, okay, but isn't that like the area with where the check-in is and stuff?
This where you was at?
You work here? Yeah. What are you working in the kitchen?
I'm in the house but that shit ain't nothing but.
So you worked here when she died?
Yeah. I saw the girl in the video. But I already got a charge at it.
They covered that shit up.
Luggage turned to 11:35.
Huh?
We saw the video, but the whole time I was surprised that they won't believe, like, oh yeah, she walked in there. Yeah, she walked in there, but.
So you guys seen the video of her walking for free?
She walked in there.
But how come they didn't release that then? Just to prove.
Too much controversial shit.
How?
I got you. Come on.
Better not shove me into no freezer.
You got a room here?
Just so I could see. Cause I'm not scared. I have a taser in my pocket and I got mace. I'm not playing with nobody in this.
Check this out. Little Meat just showed you what route he'll take. And it's the same route Kenneka took. From the stern. Y'all see that? Y'all didn't pay attention to that? He took the same route she did.
This hotel.
The housekeepers that work here, they were scared.
So this is the hallway or the elevator she came out of? It was the one that I was just by, right?
Sure. He just being old. He got shit to do right now. But nah, like what it is, like, but did she die from spill?
That's how he knows so much. See what I'm talking about? And that's how he know. That's how he know.
Goddamn, bro.
How you gonna take me to the kitchen on 414?
I'm gonna take you to the goddamn kitchen.
You just say you're gonna show me. I know my way back
I'll take your
home.
ass to the kitchen.
Just Yeah,
they locked everything now. It wasn't locked. That's how she was able to get in there. But so I already told him though, like somebody gonna end up getting caught up in her. So when that happened,
so I'm just so confused on how she fucking like walked.
Y'all heard what he said? He went back to his boss and telling the boss somebody gonna get caught in here. So that means he be in that area frequently. That could be his little hangout spot.
In there, and there's so many fucking like stairs and it's creepy. I don't even know what room. Okay, we're gonna walk and talk.
so basically it's like, okay, yeah, in the video.
So look, check this out. He walked the same route that she just walked from the lower level upstairs. From upstairs back down to the lower level. He ain't even, you see what I'm saying? So listen to this, what he about to say.
Because they don't know that I'm not supposed to know none of them people. But when my guys, he was at the party.
That means you talking about Cash and Tick, all your homeboys, Rico. So boom. So after all this, Chosen King was working with the police, straight drop, security guard from Chicago, just 33 King police and the masonry. Know what I'm talking about? Kilo Brown. Once you go watch this, I gotta go to Kilo Brown.
In return, like, in her mind, she like, so-and-so didn't return back to the room. They like, no, bitch. You took her out of here, bitch. Where'd she go? She's like, girl, help me look for her. And they looking at her, bitch, like, what the fuck you mean help you look for her? Girl, where the fuck is her? And you know, she over 18 now. So you know, as friends, we all thinking to ourselves, girl, where her grown ass go? Where this grown ass bitch could be? That's how.
That's probably why Monifa sent her Snapchat video to the news and was trying to expose the police. See what I'm saying? So when you read about this, when you look into all this information, all the police right here was involved on it. That's the way I got to look at it now. All the police was involved and they had to, you know what I'm talking about, get everybody on the right track when they come to, you know what I'm talking about. Hold on, y'all. Now, hold on, gang. Now I understand everything Little Meat was up to. Right here. See, this Little Meat right there. Same hair, just like right here. See what I'm saying? Damn, how accurate that is. None person email Bitch Bearded had respond for more information. This is the same person that sent the email that confirmed a lot of things that we heard in the beginning based on that she had taken a pill and got sick and started sweating and shaking just like what Little Meat just said. That that's like what Little Meat said. She took a pill and she was in that freezer fucking herself up. She was then given towels to cool her off, but they put her in the shower after it started shaking bad. Then she then died. They talking about she died in the room and T.Y. father came and I don't know. Could have been unconscious, but it still linked back to some kind of organ harvesting, right? Now they saying what Tiffy was touching on her. See that? They got to the party. I told y'all. Y'all see what I'm saying? This what everybody be getting this shit from. Damn. Damn. They said Monifa let the staff member and he went right into the bathroom. About 3 or 4, Monifa came back into the room without Kenneka and asked where she go. She claimed that she was cooling off because she was upset. Yeah, that's what I said, B Woods. That's probably why they look. It's a reason why balls were dressed up like Kenneka for that reason. You see what I'm saying? Oh, look, gang. Check this out what this just read. Security came in the door and 45 minutes later, Monifa carried Nika out the room. This was about 1 a.m. Boy, this shit done got serious. Man, you see this? Now it went back to 1 o'clock. Said Nifa was light and was told she was cool and they left her out the room. Hey, what you said, them kids was used to take the fall. That's how the coach roll. That's what it's looking like. That's what it looking like. That's how they get their bodies through the gang members. And you know what I'm talking about. She said, so the girls went looking for her. Irene already left before this. Monifa was acting different when she came back to the room. She was talking to TY and a guy who was going live. Monifa had Kenneka ring. She saw it when Monifa was carrying Kenneka out the room. The security from the hotel was smoking and drinking with Monifa. Mm-mm. Right? So Candace Starr got an email too. Allegedly, Candace asked if I could remember anyone saying anything strange or odd, maybe a look. Oh, I see where this shit going. The emailer said she would call the girl who came in looking like Kenneka, number 2. She said that it was strange because 2 was acting just like Kenneka during the night, but they was really focused on 2 like she was Kenneka. During the live, you could see 2 of them hiding their face a lot because that is not, I guess that. Oh shit! I see where this going now. I see what he's going now. Hold on, y'all. And these the same suspect that we already knew that did it. You know what I'm talking about? So everybody that we had in mind in the beginning were actually the real suspects. So from my knowledge now that when we were watching this footage, so that means when we were watching it, when I was watching that footage, when I was looking at all the footage, and the first thing that would come to my head, I'm like, man, these people been here before. Look how freely they walking around at 3, 4 in the morning. And plus, they don't really supposed to be there because after hours, visitation stop after 10 o'clock. So they really weren't supposed to be on the premises. So it's like the police had, so to keep this in mind, in the beginning, they said the police was there. In the beginning. So it could be a bad case of organ harvesting went wrong. They had to let the dudes get away with manslaughter and murder charges because of what Rosemont had going on. They don't want them to snitch about their organ harvesting, and Rosemont ain't gonna snitch about their murder. You see what I'm saying? Cause this explained all the video when I was putting them together. Cause you can read my mind when I was putting all the videos together, right? And was just putting the timelines together, just trying to see what it'll look like. See, no, that's how I was just trying to put all the timeline together. Now look, this would be the perfect time, right? When Miss Teresa said somebody was in the Kenneka with Kenneka, somebody was in the kitchen with Kenneka for 2 hours. Came out, but Kenneka didn't. And she said this was around about 11:30, right? What time Miss Teresa said? Around about 10 something. So look. So if they were going on, if Kenneka in the kitchen at this time, that means somebody's in the kitchen with Kenneka at this time frame. So that explains why I see him on the move with the pink shirt, right? And look what time it is. They'll be right around, and then look, you got the training back in there again. Right? I ain't even gonna call that person a training no more. I'm gonna just call her a female. So look, so that means employee will be in the kitchen with Kenneka round about this time, cause it's either 11 some or 10 some. So I was tracking everybody's movement. So boom, now you got now y'all see how the police will be down here at that time. Cause remember, we already know when you watch 54 Keys, the beverage manager got lost. So boom. So So now I know who in the kitchen with us is now little Boone. Y'all see the dude with the blue hoodie on right here? Check him out. There he go again. See what's in his hand? Y'all see what's in his hands? All right. All right. Look what's going on down here in the kitchen. See that? Look how they got them out of there. Cause I watched this footage thoroughly. Right? Now, it's an employee in the freezer, in the cooler with Kenneka. As you sure ain't lying when you said white girl and Monique got the same hairstyle. Mm-hmm. I can't believe this. If Miss Teresa say her daughter's in this freezer and it's an employee on the camera at this time, that's why they going that way, because you could go to the freezer that way. You see what I'm saying? Right through here, you can get to the freezer that way. They want y'all to, where he going, they want y'all to focus on this way. But you can get to it from this way. So look, he already got gloves on. Hold on, y'all. Get those lights up, gang. Come on, y'all. Get those lights up. There's too many people in here without getting it. Look, check this out. All I can say, this video right here makes me sad. Cause I know if Miss Teresa say it's an employee in there with her daughter for 2 hours in the cool. Look at all the movement that's around in this area. So now I understand why he would be popping up from right here, right? And come to the police chief, cause check what he finna do. He walked around the kitchen, come from this way. He finna talk the front desk, right? Look, Friends K finna come out. See how he already giving Friends K orders. Now watch him. Boom, you see that little... So wham. And look where they go to. Friends go to the kitchen, right? He finna go out this door. Look. Straight out the door. Where the other folks went to. Boom. So it's an employee in the kitchen with Kenneka. And what that just look like? What that just look like? Now you got the police coming out when they go in. You see that? So Miss Teresa said, now look, Friends K coming back out, right? Remember him. Look where he from. Damn, I ain't got it. So look, Friends K went in the office and he immediately come back out the office. Right? And look where he go again. So watch this. When Miss Teresa said the employee was in there for 2 hours with Kenneka, when he came out 15 minutes later, the manager walk in and discover Kenneka in the freezer. So boom, look what's going on now. That's sad. That's sad as fuck. See that? Look how they all over down in Little Meat area. Somebody don't want to be seen on the elevator. Then when he come out the elevator, he go talk to the police. So look, when the police come, look how they all meeting up with each other. Look how they all meet up with each other. And look, right here. Do y'all see where they going in, where that door at? I was trying to tell y'all about the y'all see where the police at in this motherfucking door right here. In this door. Look, if I take you to the map, go to the layout, right here by the elevators. They right here by the stairwells, right? This the stairwell. If you can see my mouth, it's a door right here. You see that? Boom. That's the fucking hallway. You got a door. Look at the map. Right by the stairwell. You can walk through that door. Down this hallway. Right? That door can lead you to the pool, ballrooms, and all this on the lower left. By this simple doorway right here. And that's why y'all was saying, check this out. That's how they had to come out through this door to drag this body down the ramp into the service elevators. Y'all see that? Once you go look at the footage of them toting the body, look where they were coming. You know what I'm talking about? So that means if you can go through that door, you can come all the way by these staircases right here where she was bumping in at. And it take you, look, you can go this way and it'll take you where? Straight to the kitchen. It would take you straight to the kitchen. You can go through this door right here where he going there. You go through this door and take a straight shot to the kitchen. You see what I'm saying? You can easily get off the elevators or you can get off on the stairwells. Cut the camera off for 1 minute. Go through this door. Boom. Come out this door. Have these cameras off. Boom. You can skip through this hallway. Bam. And you right here. Watch this. Look. Look where he go. So all that movement just happened. So the employee was in the kitchen for 2 hours with Kenneka and came out. Y'all remember this dude right here in the blue shirt? Y'all remember I showed y'all these people. They was talking to the beverage manager in the visibility bar, him and his friends. So boom. Watch this, gang. Watch this. Just pay attention. Watch this, gang. Just pay attention. $12.40, right? That's $12.40, right? Watch this. $12.40. So what was Friends Cable going? See what I'm talking about? Friends Cage just went out that door by the garden patio. So they in the kitchen. So what's going on? Right? This at 12:40. Look what's going on. See, he even wiping sweating off. You see what I'm talking about? Look at him again. Look like he hot to me. Now look. See, when he go over there in that corner, it's people in the caddy shack that ain't on the camera. You see what I'm talking about? That's why they going over there. Cause keep that in mind about those pillows in the kitchen. He look like that same police was talking to Leonora. Right here, right? See that? See that? Now look, don't they look like him?
agencies involved, like the medical examiner's office. So a lot of this is a puzzle pieces that we'll put together. And once we put them all together, I want to be able to come to your family and confidently, as I said to Jedediah earlier, I want to confidently come to your family, lay it in front of you, and tell you what happened, backed by proof. I don't want to guess. I don't want to suppose. I don't want to, I don't want to make anything up. Everything I tell you is going to be based on proof. So while it's aching to not know, and it's aching when the time passes up, understand that I've got guys that are working around the clock on this case diligently, and they're putting in the time necessary to come to a truthful, honest, and provable
You have carrying
answer.
guys, because the first police that came here, they told us they checked every surveillance camera and they didn't see my sister.
Some of the surveillance cameras are what they can instantly review. We actually now have all of the tapes of.
I want to stop this and give y'all one quick fact. There was a hotel not too far from the Crown Plaza. Like a day or two before this incident happened with this young lady, some people that went in there and robbed them. About two to four people. That same day, they dropped them tapes. The same day they went in there and robbed these people in this hotel, they released them tapes. I kid y'all not. Clear tapes. Them going in the hotel, they every single step they took in and out the hotel, they released them tapes in Rosemont, Illinois. Not too far from Crown Plaza, the hotel was robbed. Now I'm finna give y'all the rest of this. Catch on.
Every camera in the hotel. We have that in our possession, and that's part of what we're doing by piecing things together. So the puzzle will come to a conclusion, and when we come to your family, it's going to be with the answers to this puzzle. It's going to tell you to the best of our abilities and as honest as we could possibly be, here's what happened, and this is why we believe that. Here's the truth.
Is there anybody in custody?
That y'all need to speak to? As I said before, and I'll say this to anybody, we believe we have talked to almost everybody that was in the room. We think we got everybody. But there's a very good possibility that there's other people out there who may have stopped in, who may have been at the party, that haven't talked to us yet. I mean, we literally had to go looking for the people. Nobody came to us. So we did this outreach to find people. If you guys know of anybody else who was in that room, or if you reach out to anybody else who has information, 100% we want to talk to them. We want what they have. We want to know what they know. Just in case it's completing another little part of the puzzle.
Was they able to take off Kenneka belongings and give it
Listen.
to us on the scene? Was they supposed to take off Kenneka belongings?
Absolutely not.
Now watch this. He just said absolutely not. They was not supposed to take off this young lady belongings. Anybody know anything about an investigation, you know, they gonna keep everything that's on that person that expired for the simple reason, especially if they don't know the way that this person died, or whether it was murdered or whether it was an accident. They gonna keep every single object on them in case it could be blood, semen, it could be any type of evidence, hair, anything on this person objects. They gave the family the watches and piercings and something that was in this young lady's hair back. Okay. The detective that was supposed to be there that night when they first found the young lady's body. That's very, very odd to me. I don't know if y'all caught on to that. You watch First 48, Forensic Files, Crime 360, any show involving murderers, you'll never hear nothing like this happen, or people dying. You'll never hear nothing like this happening at the beginning of an investigation. They're gonna keep every little bit of evidence they can. Now, he just said absolutely not. We would not ever give you anything that she had on. Now, when the family finna tell him that they actually got things that the young lady had on that night, he finna instantly contradict himself and just listen to him. This the chief of police again, you guys.
Cook County medical examiner, they'll hold you to anything that's with her now stays with the medical examiner, and then they'll release it.
No, they gave her belly ring,
Listen to it.
her watch, and her head, the thing that was in her head. They gave us that too.
And so you have those.
Yes, we have
But y'all catch that. So you have those.
You keep them, then somebody.
Why? If it's evidence.
Because if it's not directly related, if it doesn't have a cause,
so why did they do
we
that?
often give valuables back to the family, because it's more. I'd rather have you preserving valuables than having valuables go missing.
So wait, Jazz, if it's a crime scene,
Preserving valuables.
the tape out. Like,
This man just say preserving valuables. He said if it's not directly related. They don't know if it's directly related yet. He said they didn't even know whether she was killed, whether they didn't. At the beginning of this interview, he said it was still a death investigation. So this stuff just caught me off point. Like, man, it's 100% cover up. Once I was listening to this coming out this man's mouth, I was shocked and startled. Yeah, I'm gonna continue this. He finna contradict and lie some more.
it was a crime scene. They told us it was a crime scene.
Okay, and sometimes the terminology is a little different. It's definitely a death investigation scene. Okay, and sometimes that's a little bit different. Not a lot. We treat it the same. We secure the scene. Everything's photographed. Everything is forensically checked and on and on. And that's what takes so long. I mean, this stuff just... It's not like on TV. I mean, they just don't come back with answers.
So, I'm sorry, but why did they misinform you?
Yeah, I heard that. He say everything is checked. Everything is checked. Just saying that they shouldn't give the valuables away. Then when he learned out that the valuables was actually given to the family, this the chief of police again. Then he says everything is checked. That's why it takes so long for the investigation to come back. How did my people let this fly over their head? I don't know, but I'm gonna continue.
People that was in the hotel that they put a crowd of rowdy teenagers out. They didn't even inform them that it was a dead body found in the freezer. They said they put a rowdy crowd of teenagers out.
Check this out, gang. They don't want to disclose none of this. Hi, y'all. See that? See? You mean to tell me he couldn't tell her about what happened on that ninth floor? 'Cause you can't tell the family what you did on the ninth floor. So take that camera down and get rid of the freezer camera. And give everybody a narrative. First, you got to start off with Monifa leaving her in the hallway. That's how they want y'all to start the story off. Monifa left Kenneka in the hallway. See what I'm saying? Instead of starting from the lobby, what happened and what was encountered, skip that and go to Monifa, and that's why Monifa getting all the backlash. But once you get to blaming Monifa, oh, Monifa this and Monifa that, you might as well just cancel the police and everybody else. You see what I'm saying? And just keep your focus on Monifa. Just like what everybody would treat a fall guy, even though she ain't innocent. But if it boiled down to pointing fingers, that's who we all gonna be pointing at, Monifa, instead of the real people.
Whom did they tell that to? I didn't hear you.
The guests that was in.
Well, you know what? It's nobody's business.
Come on, somebody.
That's safety.
What's going on here is, but if somebody comes in and they're asking.
Somebody died in that hotel. He's saying that there's nobody that's sleeping in that hotel business to know that somebody expired in that hotel. This man is lying through his teeth, y'all. He finna start lying some more. I got another video that's gonna drop, but my stuff is actually down. So I'm gonna start this over just for you guys to hear.
Then when you go to her, right? Look who on the scene. Sergeant Rose. Sergeant Rose. Right here. Same motherfucker. Mm-mm. Sergeant Rose got a lot of explaining to do. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. So that's why all they lies came out in the beginning already screwed up, right? And look what Shemaya's statement said at 1. While at the station with her mother present in the interrogation room. Earlier that day, right, she with 3 of her friends. Watched it what they said. They was in a parking lot at 1. Right? And Friends Cave already say, man, Trey Gang, I don't know where to start, but an hour or 2 later, this when things really got strange. So now I know what was the strange thing about it. Rosemont was there and orchestrating everything, and that's what Friends Cave really wanted to tell everybody. See that? Cause look what we just learned about what was going on between 1:30 and 2. See what I'm saying, man? Hold on. Brianna Coleman. Now we know how Brianna Coleman were able to get these Snapchats. It wasn't 200, it was 2,000. First of all, now you talking numbers. When it come to organ harvesting, that's where I'm gonna start reading and looking at it. I'm here to tell you all the truth exclusively. It's Mo, baby. Trust me. I wouldn't give a fuck. We both know we all knew about it, and you was the main one who agreed to it, bitch. Right? Y'all see this? Officer of victim of crime training and all this, right? Crystal Kenton Bell. Right? So Risco jumped on the phone and asked for her husband. Cause he worked for who? Rosemont. So this is Kenton Bell that Risco called for an assistance. Now here go Rico. After my little movie date tonight pop up, I'ma be. See what I'm saying? Who the fuck you at the move with? I don't know when you. Man, this shit here done got to wade a little too deep for me now. You know what I'm talking about? So all this here was the truth then. So look, I'm convinced now. See that? So they just confirm everything what we just learned about the police were there for real. We got all the proof that we need. I hope they watch it. I hope somebody in law enforcement can help us and to you know what I'm talking about, get that paperwork started. Gotta get the paperwork started now.
Hear it again where I get good at.
In my job, I've seen the horror.
So what y'all think? So we know we on the right track now. We got everything we need. We know about Little Meat, Cassidy, Shamaya, they little connection, right? Irene and her hotel connection. Cause we know Little Meat, all his homies, his whole gang is there. So all this is revolving around Irene, Little Meat, and the staff member. Because everybody that came to the party is on Little Meat. You see what I'm saying? So if it's anything about organizers and Little Meat had to rap with Irene. If they both worked there, both of them came up with a plan and had to pick out somebody to get you know what I'm talking about. I don't know if it worked like that. I don't know how that type of shit work, but I don't know, gang. We gonna have to figure this out. Hi, y'all. Appreciate the cash out game too, y'all. Appreciate that little cash out. But cause now this what I learned. This case just basically tell me Crown Plaza actually got caught organizing through gangs, and they all got caught. So what they had to do a roundup and get everybody back in the interrogation room. And they got to go over the stories. Hey, you were last seen, Monique forgetting her. You were last seen on the hallway with her. So you finna get a lot of feedback because you finna be the last one with her. Right? So now you got Monique, the last one with Kenneka. While Irene say, well, I was in the room, I ain't even leave. So now she established her alibi that she was in the room. Okay. All the suspects that made statements saying they was in the hallway. Right? Keep that in mind. All the suspects, they said they was in the hallway. Shooting dice, doing something else. So they gave everybody a part to follow along with and be like, okay, we gonna tell y'all gonna arrive. Look, you can see how they tried to lie now. Watch this. Cause once you go here, hold on, where I need to go to? Now I need to go to here. Cause look, check this out. This all you got to do. Change everybody's time and say, look, we just gonna show y'all coming in roundabout. Look, this after when Kenneka all looked. Once you look at it, Kenneka already in the room at this point. They just getting there. If you really looking at it, Kenneka's already in the room with somebody. They just getting there. See, Irene leave and come back. Just enough time for the first noise complaint. Now look how silent the lobby is. Boom. Watch how everything playing out to one something. Just like what Tay Sunday video said about one something. Seen a bunch of thugged out kids and you know what I'm saying. So wham. So change everybody's time to show when they came in. So look how it look now. You see what I'm saying? But once you show it like this, ain't nobody thinking about she came out the hall already drugged up. You know what I'm talking about? That's why Irene had to stick to the story. Said that's when everybody started coming around to something. Now you got the story sounding somewhat real life. That's why everybody kept scratching their head, going back and watching the live video. Like, when she said this, why this? And when this was going on, why she said this? Now we know what the lies about. That means if you don't know what's going on with the case now, that means you ain't paying hard enough attention to it now. Cause shit, I don't even know how to break no more tea after this one. I can't do nothing but just look. One, bam, boom. Ain't this funny that everybody will be at the room, including Kenneka too, round about this time? It's probably why they want us to look at it like, you know what I'm saying, and have us focus on who all in the hallway, but instead of Kenneka. Man, this shit crazy. Hold on, gang. I'm trying to look up something right quick. Hold on, y'all. Man, y'all get those lights up. Man, y'all, it be too many people in here. You know what I'm talking about. I tell y'all what, gang. I'm gonna go and get on up out this joint. You know what I'm talking about. I got to go and get on up out this joint, gang. And I appreciate everybody love and the support. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody that thumbed the video up. I don't respect nobody that did thumb the video up, even though we own the something. You know what I'm talking about? I don't respect because you ain't got no heart. See what I'm talking about? And this for real. It don't make no sense that how people could try to put things together and nobody don't appreciate that shit. I hope something happen to your ass. Or I can have some more content. Now, all jokes to the side, gang. Straight gang love y'all, man. You know what I'm talking about, man. Y'all be cool. And y'all share the video for Kenneka and let's get some awareness. Sergeant Rose caught. I don't know what he can say to get himself out of this shit. Cause Trey Gang got him right red-handed. So we basically caught him in the act on the paperwork. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna go live tomorrow. And I'm gonna see how everything goes after that. But until then, we'll be back. We'll be back, gang.